Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday with Wallpaper. It is Michael Wall, and I'm going to give you some word this morning from the Lord. Hey, Joshua chapter 5. This starts off with Joshua had taken over the ministry because Moses had passed away. And he had seen all types of crazy stuff while Moses was leading, and now Joshua's leading. And one of the first things happened, they had to cross the Jordan River. And the Lord created a miracle and split the Jordan River so that everyone could cross. Now, in that same sense, of course, we heard stories about the Red Sea and all these other things. Well, Joshua was experiencing the same type of miracles that Moses was experiencing. And now we go back and we see just the power of the Lord, right? We see the power of who he is. And now they're facing Jericho. And as they're preparing and all these things, I'm sure they had battle plans and all this stuff. Right in that place, let's see what it says in Joshua 5, starting in verse 13. Now, when Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and he saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went up to him and asked him, "Are you for us or are you for our enemies?" "Neither," he replied. "But as a commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come." He's in front of an angel. Then Joshua fell down to his face to the ground in reverence and asked him, "What message does my Lord have for his servant?" Now listen, so Joshua is in charge of now the Israelites and getting them to the promised land. Joshua has a very important role, very important in the plans that God has for his people. And through all of this, he now has a direct line and he's going to talk to Joshua. And let's see what he has to say. This is so awesome. The commander of the Lord army replied, "Take off your sandals, for the place you are standing is holy, because the presence of the Lord is there." That's all he said to him. That's all that is recorded in this place. The angel of the Lord came down with a sword in his hand. Joshua came up to him, about to face Jericho. And in the end, what happened is, he said, "Hey, take off your sandals because you are standing on holy ground." Why? Because, man, the God's in charge. Like the Lord is in charge. Just take off your take off your sandals because you're on holy ground. I think the point is, hey, don't forget that the miracles that just happened is because you serve a holy God. Don't forget all the things that you saw through Moses, because you serve a holy God. And the things that are about to happen, your mind's going to be blown. Miracles are about to happen. Walls are about to fall down in Jericho because you blow a whole bunch of horns, because you serve a holy God. Hey, Joshua, take off your sandals because you are on holy ground. Hey, don't forget who God is. And here's the thing that I struggle with. I think sometimes what we've done is we forgot the holy. Like what we've done is we've normalized the holy. We've normalized the miracles. We've normalized God. And in today's world, what's happened is we've gone in and we forget that, look, we're facing big battles and we need big miracles. Don't normalize the sacred. Don't normalize this holiness that God has. Hey, take off your shoes, get on your knees and pray to a holy God. Because remember, we have a big God and we need big miracles. We need big miracles for this country. We need big miracles that we're facing on a daily basis. Some people are facing cancer. Some people are facing stresses that would blow my mind. And we're facing struggles and we're facing major things in this country right now. And when we go to a big God, listen, we need to take off our shoes and remember and get on our knees and bow to him and say, "God, you are holy. You are holy. You are just. You are our provider. You are our sanctifier. You are our healer. God, you are our strength in everything that we do. And God, we love you and we know that you are holy." So today I'm going to get on my knees and I'm not going to normalize the sacred, but God, I'm going to recognize it. And I'm going to recognize who you are. Y'all, in this world today, we just got to be careful that we don't sit there and continue to normalize and just throw off and just think it's oh hum. If we want big miracles, we got to go to a big God, and we have to go in humbleness as much as possible to him. Take off our shoes because we are on holy ground. Don't normalize the sacred, and remember who God is. Hey, love y'all so much. Thank you all for listening to this word this morning, and hey, we'll see you next week.